What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where I am down here in Alabama fishing with my good buddy Fluke Master, and things didn't exactly go as planned. What you got, Gene? What you got, Gene?
You're taking me to a honey hole.
Oh, bro, we got some color. Got some color down there.
That is a white bass.
Oh, a white bass. What? Come on.
Fish on.
That's a toad, brother. Golly. In a lake? Dude, that is a crappie. Oh, no, that's a white bass. White bass. Bro, look at that thing.
Oh,
look at that. Dude, this will be fly fishing heaven then.
Gosh almighty. Taking me to the backwoods.
Look at that thing, son. In a lake. Look at that.
That's pretty.
That's pretty. Golly. All right, guys, so I couldn't do these videos if it wasn't for the support of our amazing sponsors, and one of those sponsors is Monster Bass. So I twisted Monster Bass's arm and said, look, I'm not going to do one of those cookie cutter deals that you guys offer everybody else. I got a special breed of knucklehead I'm dealing with. So what I offered to them was that they offered to you $20 off the regional box, 20. Because I think that the best deal that they've got going is their regional boxes, not their standard subscription box, because you get to select the region you're in and you get baits that are tailored specifically for that region. So they bit. They said, absolutely, man, that sounds good to us. So use the code CHAD20 at checkout. I'll put a link in the description box, or you can just simply go to the website, find the regional box you're looking for, input that code CHAD20, and you'll save $20, not 20%, $20 at checkout. That's $20 off of a $35.99 box that's worth 50 bucks. So you're getting 50 bucks for about $15, $16, something like that. So y'all head over to Monster Bass, use that code. Again, the link's in the description box, and support the folks that help us make this whole thing go round. I told you guys I was going to show you everything. I was going to show you the work product. I was going to show you the successes. I was going to show you the suck. I've caught a lot of good fish this year, but I've also had a lot of missed opportunities. And for this particular trip, I invited Gene down here. We had a really juicy spot that I had located, got access to. It was going to be great. And then I just seemed to lose dang near every big fish I had a shot at. I plan on going back to that spot tomorrow or the next day for some redemption. But on day one of fishing this new spot, I had a shot at 3 really big fish and 1 really big fish, and I just failed to do my part. So the takeaway from this video, and I'll say it again later in the video, is this: if you do everything right except the fight, take that away as a confidence builder. Don't use that as something where you get in your own head and you crap on yourself, because man, if you got them to eat the lure, if you set the hook, if you were in the right place at the right time, doing all those things right, and then you lost the fish after the hook set, you did everything right but the fight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all leave me a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. All right, guys, so we made it out to a little spot. It's in a backwater flooded area, and a lot of willows up in the water, a lot of shallow water, but it also drops off pretty deep because this is like a borrow pit or some type of dugout area. So we are going to, we're gonna figure them out. But man, the water goes way back up in the bushes, so we may end up having to skip a fluke up in there. They may be out around the outer edges, where we might find them out here in offshore cover. So new fishery, new puzzle to figure out. But we got 3 rods out here and 3 good fishing brains, so we're gonna give them heck. Here we go. Oh, look at that, second cast. Second cast, and that dude thumped it right up by that bush. So they're actually sitting on this outside, if this holds true, which could be a good thing because there's a lot of this cover out here. So I'm going to get him measured, get him on the board. All right, guys, so if that pattern holds up, this is gonna be a fun day, especially working along down through this little creek that looks like it connects 2 backwoods water, backwater ponds. And if they're in this throat, this is gonna be fun. Gene's out working the main lake looking for some, or the main, the cove lake, whatever you want to call it, opening, looking for some offshore fish. And I decided to come hit this little choke point, and don't want to you know, sell the farm too quick, but that was definitely you know, exciting to get one right out of the gate in a new area. We'll work this outer edge. We'll ease down through here. Got a snake just slithered off a tree and is sleeking his way through the water over there. Man, it's 5 foot deep back in here out in the middle, and it looks like it's pretty deep up into the trees. So I'm really gonna try to hit those little, oh, there went a big fish. I'm gonna try to hit those shady pockets where I can, and hopefully pull some fish out of them. Oh. I put a trailer hook on this chatterbait because I had been losing some on this mini. Look at this guard just followed the bait right to the boat. I'd been losing some, but to skip it back in the trees, I might end up pulling that off here in a minute. Or I might just go to a fluke and skip the fluke back into the trees. See if I can't find cruising fish out here. Boy, this looks like buzzbait city. May have to put the buzzbait on here in a little bit. Oh, dude. I just had one hit it and spit it. Slow down, Chad. Slow down, Sally. All right, I'm starting to see a little bit more activity along the bank. And actually, we're in an off-peak period right now. So realistically, I probably shouldn't be throwing the chatterbait. I'm just trying to cover water and explore this new area. What I really should be doing is sinking a SENKO on these banks or in some of these little offshore spots where I see some stick-ups and stuff. But I'm gonna make a lap, check this thing out, and then I'll come back and kind of more pinpoint fish it. So I'm really just using this chatterbait right now as a bit of a search bait, looking for active fish. You know, if I was really trying to target numbers, I would be throwing a SENKO up along the bank and just letting it fall all the way to the bottom and just slow fishing along through here, because we are in an off-peak period and they really shouldn't be hitting a moving bait. That's why when they do hit it, they're kind of lazily hitting it, not really, you know, taking it. Oh, that one just took it. I slowed it down. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh, that one sucked. That one sucked. That was a good one. I was playing with it for the camera. Golly. Good fish. It's probably 3.5, maybe 4 pounds. Of course, he could have boat shrinkage once I got him in the boat, but for my initial impression, he was a good one. He bowed the rod up good. He screamed the drag a little bit, so we'll take that. You know, I was just talking about how they're probably not that active, and I kind of killed it and did like a little brr, brr, and man, he come out and thumped it. So we're gonna ease down through here, like I said, keep trying to get some of these active fish to hit this chatterbait, and then we'll either keep fishing it through when they should be fishing it around midday, or we'll switch it up, go a little slower, get on bottom, fish a suspending bait, a slow falling trick worm or SENKO, and then we'll get into the moving baits once they're supposed to be feeding around 2 o'clock today. 2 to 4 is the peak feeding time. That's when they really should be active. But we also, if you guys can kind of tell by the weather, we got a front coming in, and that's the other reason that probably should have said that. That's the other reason I'm trying to throw a moving bait, is because a lot of times, even though it's not the peak feeding time, when you've got a front coming in, they'll feed ahead of those fronts earlier than what the feeding time says. That's one of the real kind of major times that there's an exception in my opinion, to the Solunar times. Big fronts are one of the big ones. If not, actually, probably, no, they're the biggest. Not probably. They're the biggest reason that they do something different. So we're just gonna keep fishing down through here and flipping up around this brush. I think Gene is probably flipping this stuff right now because that makes the most sense. So he's probably catching more fish than me, but I'm looking for them donkeys. And hopefully they're a little bit more willing to hit a moving bait. Probably not, probably the other way around, but it's probably the young spunky juvenile. We'll come back around and flip this stuff. God, it's a perfect setup for flipping through this place. Lots of brush right off the bank, good depth. Just a perfect flipping, and it's not really punching, but you know, just flipping it up into the trees, up into the pockets, up into those trees like that that are laying out over the water, and just let that bait fall down through it. All right, so I decided to put the dang on chatterbait down and grab a worm, and oh my gosh, I am having one of those days where it just doesn't seem like I can freaking stick them. So anyway, I was having one of those, like, come on dude, stop saying you're doing the wrong thing and just do the right thing moments. So I decided to put a worm on, and first cast, I didn't even turn the camera back on, and that dude right there just freaking devoured it. So we're going to keep the worm on for a little while and see if we can't get another one to eat it. Golly, that was a good fish. That was the best fish of the day so far. That would have been the best fish of the week, I think. Yeah, you know, guys, if I've said this once, I've said it 100 times. Don't get discouraged when you lose fish, because if you lose fish, you did everything right but the fight. Just remember that. You did everything right but the fight. I think I got behind that fish and let him catch up to me. Yeah, I'm using a little bit slower. That shouldn't have been the issue. That's 100% me. I just got behind. Just got behind. Let's regroup. Let's put our head down, realize they want the worm now, or at least that one did. Let's try to put it in the face of a couple more. Let's catch a fish. Oh my God, Gene. I just reeled the worm in, and as I was picking it up out of the water, I looked down, there was a freaking huge fish just had followed it to the boat. It might show up on the camera. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm so cute.
that is a cute one.
I'm so cute. It's like a bass, only smaller.
It's like a small, tiny little Chad.
I mean, we kind of are shaped the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Raw monster! I'm not measuring that thing. I'm not measuring that. I'm gonna regret that later. I wish I knew who the first person that ever came up with tungsten for fishing them was, so I could go kiss them dead in the mouth. You can literally feel everything. Oh gosh! Oh! That was a freaking giant. Absolute giant that just missed that bait. Golly. I probably just need to put a jackhammer on and be done with it.